Hey everyone, welcome to Design Underground episode 4. I can't believe we've done this 4 times. Today, on our next exciting venture into design, we're going to talk about, design. We get a lot of questions here about what's going on right now. It's been a little quiet for the last couple of weeks while we do our pre-production, and people are sort of wondering, what are you guys doing? Why aren't we seeing anything? And so I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're doing with the pre-production and particularly what design is doing in pre-production and what it's good for. So right now what we are doing is building the first of many design doc for the game. And what we're using the design doc for is a summary of all the ideas. If everyone on your team knows exactly what the project is and exactly how everything is going to work, then your team is one person. And that's not what we have here. So what we need to do is assemble all the ideas, assemble all the functionality into a single document that anyone could come in at any time and work on the project and look at that doc and say, oh, this is how this works. What that does is that goes out to the programmers, it goes out to the artists, it gets us thinking along the same lines. None of it, of course, is set in stone. What ends up happening as we negotiate with programmers and artists and refine things as we go, which is why this is a living document. You don't just write everything down, throw it into a drawer somewhere, and then move on. You write everything down and then continue to record the process of design so that you can see the things you've changed your mind on, so that you can see the ongoing process of design, and you can not make the same mistakes over and over again, which is a very important part of this. Now, nowadays, a lot of people are very much into the whole Agile workflow versus the waterfall workflow, which is kind of the standard for games back in the day. Design docs do not negate Agile. They just give you a battle plan that you can then break into the chunks that are going to be your Agile workflow. Again, it's just you're laying down a set of rules. You're giving everyone an idea of what's going to happen and how everything's going to work and how it all fits together, and so that you have an overall picture of the sort of singular view of the game. So a lot of people ask, why a document versus just jumping in there and building something and iterating, which again, we do both. We are a hybrid of Agile and waterfall. We're a hybrid of iteration and pre-design. The pre-production is a stake in the ground, and after we're done with that, then we will continue to do the iterate, put something into the game, test it out. Every number you write on a design doc is only as useful as the first time you actually play with it. At that point, you're going to look and you're going to say, okay, that was a good estimate. We have a good relative feel for what this thing is versus this thing versus this thing. But at the end of the day, once you're actually in there moving around in the game and playing with it, that's when you have a final design. And we will do that over and over until the day we ship, and then beyond in most cases. So what we're going to do here for the next couple of weeks is we're going to finish up with the design doc. Gives us something we can share with all the people who are going to look at it and have some input. It gives us something that we can discuss as a team and refine our plans and build a schedule off of. It gives us an end goal to reach for. And what we're trying to do is deliver the most awesome game we can. So we'll be showing pieces of that to you over the course of the entire project. And the upcoming Design Undergrounds will be taking deeper dives into individual sections of that. So you can see not only what we're designing, but how it works and how we think it's all going to fit together. So tune in next week for the next Design Underground. I'm Rob Irving. See you later.